Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden and welcome to my March front garden tour. I have Jason behind the camera today. Hi Jason.
Hey everybody.
Isn't it a beautiful day?
This is a gorgeous, clear blue sky, awesome day.
Yeah, 70 something degrees here in California. Well, on the West Coast, I should say, we're having a very weird heat wave where the weather is super abnormally warm. I heard in Southern California it's getting up to like 90s and 100 degrees because of El Nino, right?
I have no idea. I haven't followed it, but it's super hot.
Yeah, it's like oddly hot right now.
It's supposed to be, I think I saw 88 next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely insane. So we'll probably be smack in the thick of it when you guys see this video. But that is making my garden act a little strange. Everything is waking up.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is just absolutely crazy.
It's like May weather, and
I know. Yeah. We were just saying this morning that we don't have a single new annual planted, and the garden is already looking really, really good. One of the reasons is because I left a ton of my annuals in the ground, purposely left them in to see if they would overwinter, and that was a huge success, right?
That's working well.
I mean, that was amazing. So I think I see a water bottle over. I think someone left a water bottle over there. Anyway, so over here by the gazebo, I'm showing off these red tulips that match with my red shirt right now. They came and went very quickly, probably because of the heat that we had.
Yeah, I think the heat just got to them.
It just zapped them like big time. So over here in the shade over here of the gazebo, they're still looking pretty and they're still looking really good. But for the rest of the area, they're just pretty much done. And unfortunately for us, tulips are one and done. Like I don't even have to leave these in for the foliage to soak up any of the sun because they're not going to come back for me next year anyway. So I'm like getting as much as I can out of them, and then I'm just gonna basically pull them. But it was beautiful while we had it.
They've looked really nice.
Yeah, it was like probably 2 weeks of just perfect, right? Really beautiful. And then the lavender is starting to bloom. I have my Spanish lavender, which I forgot to prune this spring, and I'm kind of kicking myself right now. I'll prune it after it finishes flushing out for this round, but you can see there's pollinators. Look at all the bees. Aren't those amazing? So
cool.
This type of plant you don't want to leave unpruned because then it can kind of flop in the middle. And that was my plan, to keep it really tightly pruned and best laid plans, right? But it looks really good. I have another one over there that looks really good as well. And then I did want to point out this beautiful plant behind me. This is my Echium, my Star of Madeira. It is a variegated version of my Pride of Madeira that I can't wait to show you guys over there. But you can see I have all these bloom stalks coming up, which is so exciting. It's a biannual, and I am not patient, and I like things to bloom first year, but I figured that this plant would be worth it, and you can see all the bloom stalks. I did have a little bit of, I don't know if this was Monty or this was winter die-off or something like that, but about half the plant died, but I'm very happy with this half of the plant, and I'm hoping it will hopefully reseed itself instead.
That's half a plant.
This is half a plant.
It's a big plant.
And it started off like this. It was like nothing.
I remember it was tiny.
Remember it was so tiny?
Yep.
Greg gave this to me from Green Acres. So anyway, very pretty. My red buds, my Rising Sun red buds are they're starting to leaf out. They got their blooms. Everything is just going so fast. It's like...
Yeah, those trees are really pretty right now.
Aren't they beautiful?
All of the red buds look really nice.
And then the Traveler's Weeping Redbud behind it, I'll show you guys once we get over there, is really, really gorgeous. My Bougainvillea, though, it's okay. It's leafing out.
It's got leaves.
It's coming.
I mean, this is what Bougainvillea do. They look like sticks and dead, and then they get pretty.
Sometimes they keep foliage on.
Do they?
Yeah.
Over the winter?
Yeah.
I thought we always took it off.
Did we?
Or, I don't know. I remember pruning it down to sticks on the other house.
I haven't grown Bougainvillea in a couple of years, so it's been a while. But then my El Nino Chitalpa is starting to flush out, which I'm so excited about.
This thing's going to be crazy this year because it's going to be, it was already awesome last year.
I know.
It's so big. It got tall. It's going to be very cool.
So I have 3 of these in my garden, just 3 of them. And this one I pruned last year, and I'm not pruning it this year. I didn't touch it with the pruners this year at all. And then I have a second one over there that I just snipped off the top, right? I just cut off the very tip of it to see if we get more blooms by doing that. And then there's a third one over there that I have never touched ever, not once. So it'll be an interesting experiment to see how they do. I really want to know how to get the maximum amount of blooms out of this plant, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. You know what's funny about this one that cracks me up is when it was kind of newer, one of us, probably me, I forget who, snapped one of the major trunks off.
Major trunks,
Remember that? And I was like so bummed.
It was this one. It was this, and it snapped off here.
Yeah, and I was so bummed about it, like, oh no. But yeah, I think it recovered okay.
It's fine.
This is pretty funny.
This is just such a good plant. It's such a good bang for your buck plant, but I feel bad because it doesn't do well in all climates. So just do your research and make sure that it works for you. Again, I'm really hot. I'm really dry here. It likes the heat. It's in maximum full sun. And I think it even said, Monty, what are you doing? Leave it. Leave it, bud. I think the lizards are starting to come out today, and he's getting really excited about it. I think that this says it can take part sun on the website, and I don't think I agree with that.
Oh, yeah?
I think it needs full sun, honestly.
I mean, it does. Have we tried it in part sun?
No.
Yeah, but I mean, it thrives obviously in the full sun, and they love it. There's no shade at all, and they love it.
Yeah, it just seems like a plant that needs full sun to me. So anyway, and then these are my Helen von Stein lambs here that I divided and I replanted, and they are looking gorgeous, like so beautiful, flushing out, and they were absolutely nothing when I planted these. I think last fall, maybe even last winter, but this is just such this was actually one of my bang for your buck plants because it was just such an amazing plant. And I actually divided another one and I have them sitting in my plant storage ready to plant in my long border. So I'm excited to get those in the ground. But it's just on my list of things to do. We have been quite behind this past month. We've had a lot of stuff going on this past month.
We've been a little busy.
We've been a little busy this month. Our daughter broke her arm, and that was kind of a big deal. And then we had some other things behind the scenes, and so the garden has kind of taken a back seat to everything else that's been happening in our lives, but it still looks...
So that said, look how great it is.
That said, it's still looking... I'm still very happy with it, and I think that that's the benefit of having a more mature garden, because when we first moved into this house, if I didn't put a lot of work into it, it looked like there was just nothing there, right? But now that this garden is getting a little bit more mature, I think this is the third, right? We're so funny.
This is the third coming up, yes.
This is the third coming up, right?
Yep.
So this is leap year. This is super exciting, and it's really starting to look at it like it for sure. I don't know if you guys can hear the garbage, but they're coming, so just there's that.
Ignore that.
The first year that I was here, I actually planted a whole bunch of snowdrops or snowflakes. I never remember.
Snow something.
But they all came up and they're naturalizing. Look at how beautiful this looks.
Yeah, that's pretty fun, huh?
They look so gorgeous. I am a little confused though, because I thought these were supposed to come up early spring, like before daffodils or anything. And they're coming up after the daffodils, even after the tulips. So I think my garden's just a little confused with everything that's going on. And then part of my experiment for leaving annuals in the ground, I had Supertunia Bordeaux right here that I left in the ground, and then I had Supertunia Mini Vista Yellow right here, and they were doing great. And then we had one late, like right around our last frost date, we had that frost, remember? And I think it killed a lot of things.
They really went to sticks.
It went to sticks, right? I could find some signs of life in these before that, and I thought, oh, this is great. It's going to overwinter. And now I see absolutely no signs of life. So honestly, the only reason I'm leaving these in right now is so that I know where the emitters are, so that when I plant my new plants,
replant them,
right? And I mean, they're going to be here in like
a couple weeks, right?
A week and a half, 2 weeks, or something like that. So I thought it would be really easy just to pull out the old plant and put in a new plant. And then you're happy because then you don't have to do a lot of...
Yeah, I don't mind that if we can use what's already there.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I haven't really cleaned this stuff up, because there's probably like I don't know, 7 or 8 plants here. And if I can just pop them out and pop a new one in, that's going to make life really, really easy.
Hey, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just standing here and I'm kind of just panning as you're talking.
Yeah.
Because like none of this was here last year.
Oh, I know.
Isn't that amazing?
I know. Let me put in a shot of
Like
March
the whole
last year.
I mean, all we had at this time last year was like the dry creek bed might have been in, and maybe the pathway was in, but none of the plants were here at all. And now it's like not fully filled in, but like it looks everywhere you look at something fun.
Don't you love when Jason contributes and says stuff like that, you guys?
I'm sorry, am I butting in?
No. I like hearing what you have to say. Interrupt me more, and you know what I mean?
All right.
Like if you have something to say, like everybody wants to hear it. I want to hear it because I want to hear your view and your impression of the garden and all that kind of stuff. But you're totally right. This wasn't here, and we have to keep reminding.
I was standing here just talking to you with this like wide view, and I was just kind of sneakily kind of panning around because it looks so nice.
It's really exciting. It's really, really fun. The birdhouse is open because there's a wasp nest starting in there, and I need to, or somebody else needs to.
Yeah, I can take care of that. We just found that, right?
Yeah, I just found it this morning.
Yeah, so we can get, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, no,
that's easy.
there's just one. It's very, very small. They're just starting off.
Yeah, we'll get them out of there.
Can you see the hummingbird on top of the El Nino?
Oh, no, I didn't see it. Oh, yeah.
See that?
I don't know if I can zoom. Hang on.
These hummingbirds have been eating me out of house and home. Like they are just nonstop. They're eating so much nectar. I'm filling it up every couple days. Same with the birds. They're just, everybody's very, very happy. And I'm happy to give it to them, but it's just really funny. All right, let me show you Super Bean Raspberry. How beautiful is this plant? I haven't done anything to it. I didn't cut it back. I didn't touch it.
Yeah, this is the one that's amazing to me. When this started blooming, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
It's a joke. Like, it is a joke how beautiful it is. I am seeing signs of slugs and snails, but I think the heat is going to kill them.
Oh, probably.
So I'm not even going to treat them. That's something I always like to talk about is integrated pest management. One of the things that you have to remember for integrated pest management is timing. Do you mind? I mean, really?
It's like right on cue. Talk about the plant, walk through it.
Do you mind? Okay. Integrated pest management.
And it's a pretty hardy plant. It doesn't break when he walks through it.
It can handle the dog. So integrated pest management is knowing when to treat and when not to treat. And if it's a timing thing, sometimes if you just wait a week or two, then you don't actually have to put any chemicals or any treatment or anything on it because nature's going to take its course. And so normally I would look on here and I can see signs of slugs and snails. I can see their slime trails. And if it was earlier, if it was colder, I would come out and I would put Sluggo Plus on it just to make sure that they weren't eating my plants. But because it is so warm and it's going to be so warm over the next week or so, I don't have to worry about it. And that is an integrated pest management. More snowflakes.
I'm going to scan in on this really quick.
Oh, do you want to see where I'm seeing the slime trails?
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
I don't know if it comes up on camera.
I don't know if it comes up on camera.
Hard to tell. I can see it, but it's hard. I don't know if that comes across or not.
Yeah, it just looks like kind of shiny or something like that. So over here, my Augusta lavender heliotrope, I have to come in and have to clean all this out. That last frost, that was like at the end of February.
I think something like that.
Yeah, it was after I filmed my February garden tour. But I got a bunch of winter kill here, but the plants are still alive, so I think that they're going to be fine. I think it'll be totally fine. And then coming over here, I actually cleaned up this area this morning and cut back a lot of the perennials that I have here. I have a kindly privet right here that I do want to cut because I want it to be a little bit more thicker, but I'm going to let it grow for one more year and then I'm going to trim my privets probably this fall, maybe next spring or something like that, just so that they're a little bit more compact. And then I have some Shasta daisies here. Are they Daisy May or?
I don't remember that.
I cannot remember.
Because we planted so many different varieties last year.
Oh my gosh,
and I forget so many. Which one was which. Because there was the silk, and there was the
spun silk.
Yeah.
Marshmallow.
Yeah.
The banana cream.
Right.
And the Daisy May.
Yeah, so I can't keep track of which one's where.
I can't either. Yeah. I think this is spun silk. We'll see. We'll see when it flushes out. And then I do have the pink profusion salvia right here that I cleaned up and my denim and lace Russian sage that I cleaned up. So everything's looking good. Everything has come back. It's about to flush out like absolute craziness. And I'm really excited about it. I also finished cleaning up my Gardener's Idea Book garden bed over here. I haven't thinned it out yet. I told you guys I'm going to thin out some of the plants that I have here because I super overplanted in this area. And I will come and thin it out, but I kind of want to see how it looks once it starts fleshing out a little bit more, and then I'll come in and kind of clean it up a little bit. But right now, everything's just looking really good, and I'm excited to see how much everything has survived, right, over the winter.
Yeah, no, stuff is doing better than I would have expected.
Yeah, Little Gem Magnolia is looking great. I think we could take these stakes off now. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure it's been over a year, so some of the trees that we planted, they're definitely not ready to have the stakes come out, but I think we need to go through and take probably, 75% of them out of the trees?
I would say probably 50%.
You think 50%?
Because if you think about it, the crepe myrtles, they're not ready at all.
They're not?
Yeah, and a lot of the podocarpus are not ready.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of
they still struggle with the wind. They still, if one of the straps breaks and then they totally lean over.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And the recommendation is you don't really want to leave a stake on for longer than 6 months to a year. But the way that we staked these, we staked them so loose. Here, come, Let me show you. They're so loosely staked, if you can see right here, this strap. This strap is not even holding on at all. So honestly, the plant doesn't even know that it's staked unless the wind comes, right, and really moves it or something like that.
We've had some heavy winds, and so without that, I might have been worried.
Exactly. Right.
It's just like a fail safe. It's not doing constant. It's not having a constant effect, I guess.
Yeah. So the important thing for staking trees is you don't want to leave it, you don't want to restrict its growth for too long, because the movement is actually what develops the cambium layer and makes the tree stronger. But we staked all of our trees, every single one of them, so loosely that it's developing its cambium layer anyway. So I can leave these on pretty much as long as I need to until I feel like they're ready and they're safe. To be able to withstand a really big windstorm. So I just wanted to say that.
I always get one or two of those every year where it just blows like crazy. We just had one a week or two ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Just,
one of the cherry laurels in the backyard fell over?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I went and I had to fix that. So, but it was okay. It survived, I think. Ignore the weeds. But if you just look at the flowers, these weeds are insane. I'm ordering mulch. So normally for mulch, I do chip drop, but I have been having such a hard time with...
Disappointing lately, hasn't it?
It's been really disappointing. I think I've just talked about it too much in my area. So I'm having a really hard time getting...
That's true. I wonder if everybody around here is just getting it or something. I don't know.
So I'm actually going to invest in getting mulch, which for our acre property is going to cost a pretty penny, but I think it's worth it because I'm getting all of these extra weeds, which when I planted these plants here, I actually weeded this area and there was no weeds, and they've all come back. So it's just that time of year. But this planting is amazing. I love it. This is my Christopher Lloyd inspired planting with bold colors and crazy combinations. And this is pink Spanish lavender mixed with red geranium or pelargonium. And I am in love with this. I love it so much. I think it is so pretty. Every time I drive in, I see it. And
you do see it right away. It pops out.
It pops, right? It's just such a fabulous planting. And it just makes me think that Christopher Lloyd knew what he was doing, right? Like big time. He totally knew what he was doing. And I am so, so very happy with this. And it's not even grown in yet, right? This is only 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old or something like that.
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah, so really exciting. Another plant of Spanish lavender. This is just the classic Spanish lavender. And then maybe if you want to look from this way, this direction, my meadow is looking great, but I do think it needs a little bit of a trim. The no-mow meadow, the recommendation is that you can trim it to 4 inches, 4 to 6 inches or something like that. And when it gets a little scraggly, it's a good time to trim it. We have a dog who likes to run around, especially with other dogs. When other dogs come and visit, they run around.
He loves that meadow. When we play fetch and he gets tired, he
rubs himself on it.
My sign that he's done playing fetch is he takes his ball and he just goes and lays down on the grass.
Yeah, so he definitely smashes it down, which is totally, totally fine. But I think that I do need to cut it, and I think what I'm going to do is just get the weed whacker and just.
I mean, that's what it's meant for. It's meant to be kind of treated rough, sort of, and just be fine, right?
Right, right. So, but I have to say, it's a complete success, and it's even starting to grow up this way a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm kind of excited about that.
It's awesome.
I kind of want it to keep growing up this way. That'll be really fun. And I have a ton of plants to plant in the center island this year, so it's going to fill in a lot more. Our whole garden is just going to be absolutely insane this year. Like, it's going to be insane this year. Yeah, really great.
It's kind of like the third year you get to start seeing some real pay. Not that you haven't had payoff yet, but you get to start, I don't know, like kind of more dramatic payoff this year, I think.
I think so. I think that this year is going to be, well, every year is the best year yet, but this year is definitely going to be the best year yet. It's really exciting. So this area I haven't really touched too much. I did plant these roses, these crema roses here. They're starting to flesh out and look really, really good. The boxwoods are still looking good. The thuyas are still looking good. Even my honeysuckle that I'm growing on my chain link fence is looking really good. So this should be planted up, in the next month, I would say. And I think our
irrigation issue is solved because we weren't getting enough pressure down here, and now I'm pretty sure that we are.
Thanks to you. Yeah.
It took a little bit. It took well, we had to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then it was a little bit of work to fix it, but it was less work than it was figuring out.
Figuring out irrigation is definitely a really, really hard thing. Supertunia Vista bubblegum.
Yeah.
Best plant ever.
I mean, it's funny because, well, no, never mind. I was going to say it's not blooming as much as the other ones, but I'm comparing it to the verbena.
We haven't fertilized it either.
Yeah, no, exactly.
We haven't done any fertilizing.
Like, I'm comparing it to a different plant,
yeah.
But this is going to, I mean, there's a million buds on it right now, so it's going to be, especially I bet once the heat comes next week.
Yeah.
And I dialed up the frequency on the irrigation when it's going to be like almost 90.
Yeah.
And then with the heat and that, this thing's going to probably, by the time, it's going to be.
So this is year 2. I'm going to keep track of this. This is year 2 for this bunch of Supertunia Vista bubblegum. And so I'm going to see, I'm not going to add any more here. Did I even order Supertunia Vista bubblegum? I don't even know. But I'm not going to add any more. And so this is the second year. So we'll see how many years it lasts, because I've heard through the grapevine that it peters out after 3 years. The plant just is like done with its life cycle after 3 years. So we'll
it's an annual. So if you get 2 or 3 years out of it, and like, and one of those spreads so much, I mean, that's pretty tough to beat.
I know. It's a great plant. I love it. I absolutely love it. I should point out, this is the raspberry over here, Superbena raspberry.
Yeah.
But this was driven on by the guy who delivered our last chip drop delivery.
Oh, so that's right. Well, and
so there's that.
a little less sun over here and a little less water over here.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we had the pressure issues from the water, so
it got driven on. It's not getting water. It's not getting sun. We're definitely torturing it.
It's the tortured example of the raspberry plant.
I'm really sorry. Over here, I have a little batch of daffodils that are looking absolutely beautiful right now. Isn't this pretty? And then it's next to these guys, Stokesia, right? Looks like it's about to start blooming really soon. They all of a sudden, they just perked up and they're looking really, really beautiful this year. And these were perennials that I planted for the first time last year, so I'm excited to see how they do second year. I feel like I don't give a lot of perennials and shrubs a chance, right? Because they're not supposed to perform well their first year. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, like you give up on them?
I give up on them really fast, and I'm like, ugh, And so then I favor shrubs and perennials that perform well first year, right?
Yeah.
Like this summer break alstroemeria. Beautiful, gorgeous.
This plant's been doing really well.
This plant is amazing. It's not even supposed to be blooming right now. It's not supposed to bloom till summer, right? And look at this one right here. Look at how beautiful this one is, right?
Yep.
And it's not supposed to bloom until June or something like that. And it's been blooming absolutely nonstop since I planted it. It's just a fabulous, fabulous plant. But like, it's like a unicorn. It's not supposed to do this. So I have to give some of these other perennials a little bit of a chance to kind of, grow up a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like I have to be a little bit nicer to them. So that's what I'm trying to do that for sure. Coming over here, my stellata magnolia. Last weekend, we went to the San Francisco Botanical Gardens with our daughters. We just took a day, Sadie with her broken arm, she can't do too much, right? And so we're trying to find things to entertain her. And so walking around a botanical garden, I thought was a good thing to do. And
we had a good time. We all had a good time.
We all had a good time. It was amazing.
It's one of those things, like, it's not far from us. How have we not done that before?
I know. It's silly. It's like when you didn't go to Yosemite until you were...
Yeah, no kidding. Until I was in my 20s or
was it your
whatever,
20s?
something like that.
It's just absolutely crazy. And Yosemite is like, not far from us at all. I went to Yosemite when I was a kid. So, so anyway, when we were at the San Francisco Botanical Gardens, we saw one of these stellata magnolias that was, 60 years old or something like that?
Huge. They said they planted it in, well, I don't know about that one. A lot of them, they said, had been there since the 1940s.
In the 1940s.
Yeah. So some are 80 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know which one was which, but some of them are that old.
Yeah, really, really beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And the one that we saw, the stellata magnolia, was kind of real close to the front, and it was just so gorgeous. And I know this plant is going to take a long time to get there, but just seeing that made me so excited. And it's another one of those things, like, give it time, give things time to grow, and they're really going to be beautiful. And I'm just trying to be more patient, basically, is what's going on.
PSA on the botanical garden.
Oh yeah. It
was free before what time?
Before 9.
Before 9. So we got there at 8 something.
Yeah.
And we were very surprised it was free, and it would have cost like $60 to get. I mean, like, that's
Jason was very excited about it being free.
I'm never
All
gonna.
of a sudden, it was the best thing ever.
I'm never gonna complain about a good deal. No, but seriously, like, if you live in the area and you want to go do something that's like super cheap, parking's free, and
we found parking right in front.
Parking right in front.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a great day. It was really beautiful.
I mean, like, highly recommended if you want to just have a cheap and just spend a couple hours in a nice place.
I'm going to go back, because I didn't film, because I just wanted a family day, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to film a video, just because it was perfect. It was really, really beautiful. I love botanical gardens. I just love botanical gardens. And, I just need to go to more that are close to us. Let me show you this is the Traveler's Weeping Red Bud. Really, really beautiful. This guy's not supposed to get much taller than this, but it's just,
These are very cool.
It's just so beautiful.
Did they do this last year? I don't remember them being quite so many blooms.
Well, they were just planted. So
they were new, so yeah, that's what I mean. I think this is the first year they've been quite this.
Yeah. Like, this is intense. This is very, very intense, but it's just so beautiful. It's just, I can't get over how beautiful it is. I just love it. And that's what our rising sun red buds over here were looking like. These guys started blooming first, and then they this one came after it. But yeah, just absolutely beautiful. Really gorgeous. We did take the cushions back out for the gazebo, which is just so wonderful. It's so nice. Normally when Jason and I do garden tours together, we start over here. So we tried to start not here, but I find myself going in the same direction anyway. Over here, this garden bed's looking really good. Come look at the ajuga, babe, because it's blooming right now.
Oh, I didn't know. I noticed that earlier today.
Yeah, it looks so good. So this is my ajuga. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. It's not even filled in yet. These were just tiny little plants, and they're starting to bloom. And I'm just absolutely in love with this plant, because I just think it's just such a good one. It's just such a good plant to have. And I was so mean, and I had such a poo-poo attitude towards ajuga, just saying I didn't really like it. I think I even told my mom, like, oh, don't plant ajuga, I don't like it, and I'm just kind of kicking myself, because I think it's beautiful. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Really love that. Oh, I wanted to show you guys my American pillar thuya. I talked about this in another, I think just last month I was talking, because it had bronzed out, and I thought possibly it was dying.
Yeah, that's right. We did talk about that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just bronzes out. I'm just not used to plants bronzing out that much, you know what I mean?
Well, good to know, huh?
Here in California. And then, ta-da!
Oh, look at that.
I know. So these are my Eden climbers. This is my very first rose of the year on this Eden climber. So beautiful.
Is this the one that you saw in Carmel that time?
This
is that plant?
Yes, yes. Did you get that on camera?
I don't know. Maybe. I think I did.
I'm sorry if you did, you guys. Just that's killing aphids. I didn't even think about it. I'm just smashing. I used to put gloves on. You can't help
yourself.
Do you remember when I used to put gloves on to do that?
Yeah.
No, I don't even care. That's terrible. Jason and I went on a trip to Carmel, which is a kind of like a beach town by just south of us, and kind of by Monterey. And really, really beautiful. They have these gorgeous homes there, and we were walking around, and then we saw this house, or it was like a B&B or something like that. And it had these roses out front, and they were the most beautiful roses I've ever seen in my entire life. And they didn't have a label on them, and we couldn't figure out what it was. I'm 99.9% sure they were Eden climbers, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we figured out.
Yeah,
I mean, you were on a mission for quite a while.
Yeah. And now I just absolutely love them. And so I had planted a setup like this at my last house, and then we moved, and then I put this over in the shade, and it just wasn't a good place. And so I'm just really happy that we planted these here, because I think they're going to be really beautiful once they grow in and everything. So come on this way. I still haven't picked that lemon.
Oh.
I need to pick that lemon. We just have so many lemons from other people. People give us lemon, like Michael Glassman gave me a
bunch.
Huge bag full of lemons. We are not in need of any more lemons.
Hey, talk about these begonias right here.
Oh, Surefire Rose begonias.
Just because they're already blooming. It's just another one of the ones I've been noticing of like, how is that already blooming so well?
I know. It's ridiculous. And I just cut these back.
I know.
Like I just cut them back.
Those plants bloom, what, 9 months out of the year?
Uh-huh.
It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it. I hope I ordered more of these because I want to plant them.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, I cannot remember. It's just that time of year when it's like, I have to order my plants, my annuals, months in advance because they have to grow them and everything like that. And you order more than a couple, so it's hard to keep track. It's my job.
You poor thing.
Best job ever. I forgot to clean this up. Oops, sorry.
Nobody saw that. I
just pruned my Miss Molly butterfly bush. This girl got to be huge last year, and it was only its second year, I want to say.
Yeah.
So this thing grows really, really fast, and I want it to be big and thick and lush and full. So I cut it back, and I probably could have cut it back about a month ago, but I'm kind of glad that I waited because these guys will get very nipped by the cold, and so because that cold spell we had at the end of February, I think it was the perfect time. I could have done it more. I could have cut it down to 12 inches, but I thought this just felt like a good length for me, or a good spot for me for cutting back. And then I do want to show my euphorbia, which is absolutely beautiful, and I will say that this plant will reseed itself everywhere if you give it a chance, right? Have you seen it reseed itself?
I don't think you have another one somewhere, right? Isn't there another one down the fence somewhere?
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, no, nothing nearby.
Everyone says this plant reseeds itself like crazy, and I have yet to see it reseed itself.
Huh.
So maybe it's just not a good place. I don't know. Anyway, it's absolutely beautiful.
It's an interesting plant.
It's full bloom right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I want more of them. I want them all over the place. And I kind of wish that they would bloom at the same time as my denim and lace Russian sage right here. But I think that that's just asking for too much. So, but it's really pretty. But I need to find some type of purple plant that's going to bloom at this time while I have these beautiful lime green blooms right here. Coming over here, I have my heuchera that's looking really good. It's starting to bounce back. Heuchera will overwinter for us, or it'll be an evergreen for us, I should say, but I just transplanted these last fall. So it was really the first year that they were in this spot. So they just have to kind of fill in a little bit. And as you can see, I'm starting to get a couple bloom spikes and all that kind of stuff on them. But I think this whole area is going to be really pretty. And I had the heuchera in more shade. I had them actually in my secret garden, and they were fine, but I think they need a little bit more sun to really do their best for us here. I'll see how they do in the summer with the heat and all that kind of stuff. Then over here, my Super Bean of Pink Cashmere is about to go nuts, like absolutely nuts.
Oh my God, this is what we were talking about this morning, right? I mean,
yeah.
I'm going to like scan through here because
there are so many buds on it.
All you can see is buds it's crazy.
If you look close, I mean, it's about to go absolutely crazy. And we haven't fertilized this. Like, that's the thing that I just think is crazy, is that, like, I'm not giving these plants any love, and they're still performing so well for me. So, probably lesson learned. I should probably do something. I should probably give them some love because they're absolutely beautiful. And then the espalier is looking absolutely gorgeous. This guy should start blooming in May, but I'm starting to get some new growth here and all that kind of stuff. So, and I did want to point out that I do have...
I just noticed that.
Right?
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
That plant is nuts.
So this is the Clematis armandii.
Which is coming from all the way over here.
It's on the garden gate, and it's come all the way over here, which is crazy. And I was debating leaving it because I think it's kind of natural and pretty, but I think it'll take over.
Yeah, it seems like it will.
Yeah, I think it'll take over very quickly. So I think I'm going to prune it, and I'm going to take care of it. So did I miss anything?
Yeah, we didn't go we missed a whole section.
Yeah, come this way. One of the things that we noticed, or I should say Jason noticed when we visited the botanical gardens,
what did I notice?
The pathways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell them about the pathways.
Yeah, so I like that place a lot because it wasn't like, we've been to other botanical gardens before, like, what was it, Huntington?
Huntington.
Which was beautiful.
Amazing.
But it was basically kind of paved paths, and you had to stay on the path and sort of look at everything, which was great. But the one in San Francisco in Golden Gate Park was set up with, there was all the paved paths.
Yeah.
And then there were some like rock and gravel paths, but then there were even smaller, like dirt paths and like mulch paths that were like literally like, what do you call it? Single track, like single width. So one person only could walk at a time through it. Right. And you got like right in the plants, in the middle of the trees, in the middle of the plants. And it was just, I don't know, it gave a much more like you could explore. You felt like you could explore more. Yeah. You know, and you were like walking through like areas that made like a low tunnel. You had to like duck to get through stuff. And and we were there in the morning and it was kind of drippy and stuff like that from all the dew and the fog and all that. And it was, I don't know, I thought it was very cool. Yeah, it was definitely an experience. Yep. And Jason, I was just walking, looking at the plants, but Jason kept pointing out the pathways and how cool they were. And it just made me think like, yes, like I need more of that in my garden. So the reason why I'm bringing that up here is because this is a great area, right? And I've kind of set it up as where you just stay on the gravel path and look at it, but wouldn't it be amazing if we did one of those tertiary paths, right? Those little paths that kind of walked you along, you know what I mean? And maybe like, I don't know, took you somewhere. Here, come in here. I have to show off the calla lilies. Sure. Yeah. But like took you in here or something like that, or maybe took you around here. It's just one of those things that I don't do often. I don't think about those adding in little, like when I think about pathways, I think about the gravel pathway and making real pathways, but I don't want to call them not real pathways. They're just like dirt paths. I mean, they were mostly mulched because it wasn't muddy at all. No. Right? But it was just... I wish I took pictures. Did you take pictures of them? Not really. I didn't either. Next time when you go actually film it, you should like highlight it. Yeah. But it was like just natural sort of path. I don't know. It's hard to say. Just like natural pathways to get through the different sort of sections. And it was neat. Yeah. Because if I didn't have a path here, you wouldn't be able to see the beautiful calla lilies underneath the orange tree. It's a good point. Do you know what I mean? Yep. So how nice would it be to have a little pathway so you can come back here. Like a reason to sort of walk this way. Exactly. And now, you know what? That's what the difference was, the way they had it set up, is it was like this little pathway coming off the main path. It was like, hey, why don't you walk over here and check out what's over here? Yeah, and then you would go around a corner and you would be like, and see something. Look at that plant. Yeah, it was just really beautiful. Or see a new view of it or something. Yeah, or like come in here and be close to, I should really point out these orange blossoms. I was just going to say, do you know, it smells so good right now? It's just, it's just that time of year. The orange blossoms are just, I mean, they're almost open. They're going to be open tomorrow probably. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But here's this one open. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Best smell in the world. Best smell in the world. Oh my goodness. It's just so amazing. So anyway, that was a really good observation that Jason had with all these beautiful pathways in this botanical garden, and it's just something that I'm planning to add into my garden. And that's, you know, I love going to public gardens like that because you can get so much inspiration. I'll talk more about in the back garden tour, but for the greenhouse and things that I'm going to do in the greenhouse, inspiration for that is just, I don't know, it's just going to be amazing. Oh, I just noticed the fig tree starting to leaf out. Oh yeah. Oh, that's exciting. I hadn't noticed that yet either. God, this is crazy weather. Yeah, it is. This is really crazy. Yeah. El Nino, right?
Oh, I haven't pruned this guy back yet. I got to do that. I might come out here and do that later after we finish. There's the other euphorbia that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, right there. That's looking really good. And then our lime tree is starting to get some blooms on it as well, which is looking really good. So everything is just looking really great. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you guys. My pride of Madeira. This thing is about to go crazy.
This thing's huge.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Do you see all the bloom stalks?
Yep.
All of these are going to be these blue flowers. They're going to be absolutely amazing.
Did it bloom last year?
No.
Not at all.
Not
it was just a green plant last year.
Not one time. Yeah.
So this is all that's gonna be fun.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so beautiful. And I should have planted it again last year so that it'll bloom next year. But I'm just so excited about it.
Oh, so it blooms every other year. It's one of those?
No, it's a biannual. So this guy will die.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's a monster. So I guess if it got a lot bigger, it might
I know,
not be so good.
smothered.
Yeah, it smothered some of these.
It smothered some of these yardline viburnums too. So, well, oops. It's okay. Yeah, everything is just looking really, really beautiful, and it's very exciting. It's just an exciting time of year. So
yeah, it's fun to see stuff starting to like take off and wake up and all that.
Yeah, I think this next week it's gonna be a completely different garden. So, and then we're gonna plant annuals, and it's just a really fun time of year. So, anyway, that is it for our front garden tour. If you see this on the day it comes out, then tomorrow is going to be our back garden tour, our March back garden tour. If not, just check in our garden tour playlist. I have a playlist full of my garden tours, and that playlist is so chock full because not only does it have my garden tours that I do once a month, but it also has all the other garden tours of other gardens I've visited. And I'm thinking about separating the two into two playlists.
Oh, you know what's funny? I had that thought looking at that playlist the other day because I was looking at, I forget what I was trying to find, and I was like, there's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
You know?
So I should do a playlist of just my garden tours.
Yeah.
My
and then
monthly
like guest garden tours.
And then guest garden tours. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the description or in the comments. And let me know if there's any other playlists because I know I like watching playlists and I get a little annoyed when creators don't make playlists because I like watching, one video after the next. So if there's ever a playlist that you guys want, just, let me know and I'm happy to make it. So anyway, do you have anything else you want to add?
I don't think so, other than that willow tree is huge. It's awesome.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.